purple because to me this is really where the passion comes in as well. The passion to continuously improve. Purple equals passion. The other concept that I wanted to introduce you to in regards to becoming a champion of continuous improvement is self-responsibility. It's really pretty simple, but they've done research to maybe see what makes someone in an organization a little bit more effective or successful than another person. And there's one common thing or trait that successful people have. They're self-leaders, or they take the initiative. They really challenge the conventional or normal way of thinking, and they think about maybe not their boss coming and asking them to do something, and they don't necessarily wait for feedback, but they're continuously thinking about how they can improve, and they're taking self-responsibility for managing their career success. So here's really how they do that. They set a clear goal, generate an action plan. If they need support, they ask for it at that point, establish timelines, priorities, continuously monitor and self-evaluate their work, and then, again, ask for feedback. The word feedback is funny. A lot of people don't like feedback. It's human nature. You want to hear what, only the good stuff. I challenge you to think about feedback a little bit differently. It's a gift. The fact that someone cares enough to tell you how you're doing is absolutely a gift. And rather than feedback, I like to call it feed forward, because it challenges you to think about how you might do things differently as you move forward and progress. So the gift and feed forward is what I want you to think next time you get feedback or see that word. We actually have some really awesome tools. These are being built right now. I'm working with the HRIS team in EMEA to ensure that EMEA can log into Clear. It's been a lot more difficult than what I thought it would be initially, but the goal is to have them set up as soon as possible. But in Clear Performance, you can actually set your own development goals. You should work with your leader or mentor to do that, but challenge yourself this year to put at least 1 or 2 personal development goals into Clear Performance. It's a great tool because you kind of put the reason, the action steps, who recommended the goal, either yourself or your manager, and it gives you those timelines in order to be effective. So, I think I'm doing okay on time.
You're good.
Okay. So, as we evolve through this cultural journey, we've talked about respect at the foundation of everything we do. We talked about a few instances of effective communication. We talked about becoming a champion of continuous improvement. What does the future of A.E. Pesce Company look like? I think that it looks like all of those things. I think where that is the norm, when we describe to people what it's like to work for A.E. Pesce Company, that's the exact way that we describe it. It's a place where there's opportunities for professional growth and development. Now that we're a part of Arrow, opportunities are absolutely prevalent. It's also a place where, we're salespeople at the end of the day. We don't work for free, so that we've got competitive compensation programs that really pay for exceptional performance. So that's really the future that I see for A.E. Pesce Company, and I hope that you'll join me in building the culture so that this future is successful. So I'll close by basically showing the principles again and what we talked about today. Our purpose is simple. We passionately create value-added solutions for our customers and suppliers and commit to a future of continuous growth. The way that will make this possible, in addition to our strategy, is having a culture that supports the principles of respect, effective communication, champion of continuous improvement, and performance matters. One of my slides got omitted because I think I spent too much time editing my PowerPoint. I didn't get a chance to really talk about performance matters because that somehow got deleted. But what I was going to talk to you guys about was we actually, you guys saw the goals that were presented to you throughout the conference. Well, Amy actually thought it would be a really nice idea for you guys to have those printed. We made them in business card format, and then we also made them in a laminate format, so you can keep one maybe at your desk and then put one in your planner and your wallet. So really throughout the year, you really know where to go in order to be successful. So this is your roadmap for success, if you will. So they say, you guys, in order to drive the profitability bus, you have to know where and you guys are certainly the engine as the sales leaders of this organization. So, you know, the cultural change doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of commitment, adherence to these principles. So that's what I really challenge you to do, is really think about these things. I put the purpose and the cultural principles on the back of the card so you can remember everything that we talked about today as well. Please, you know, leaders of the organization, share that with